That's old.
You don't never do no tutorial on my head.
I'm doing one right now.
I pledge of allegiance to the swag. I'm a hustler, I get money, baby, I am the bag. I'm gonna chase these coins no matter what it takes. I'm gonna mind my business and stay out the way. I said dream.
Yo, I'm back with another video, y'all. And today we are gonna be doing some locks, some faux locks. This is the hair that I am using, okay? So in this video, I kind of sort of just show you how I prepare the hair, the weave and the client's hair. I show you how I part my sections and all of that good stuff. So this stand that y'all see I'm using, I purchased off Amazon. If y'all would like to purchase, I will put the link down below. It's handy. I like it. I would say you have to be careful with it because I think it's like a coat hook hanger thingy. So you have to be careful because I already broke one of the little rails off because I picked it up wrong. But in any event, yeah. So this is the Cuban twist hair that I'm using. I go in and I cut the ends off. How they I don't know what they do to the ends. They like whatever they do to it. I cut that part off, okay? So that's what I'm doing here. And then once I cut all of the ends off, I'm basically going to go ahead and spread the hair out so I'll be able to easily grab it once I start doing her hair. Be sure to use some good cutting scissors because clearly these scissors that I was using was dull and just slowing me up pretty much. But in any event, get y'all some good cutting scissors. All right, and once you get your ends cut, you're going to go ahead and spread your hair out. I never really used the bars at the very tip top. I'm kind of short and it's kind of uncomfortable for my arms to be reaching up like that. So I use the lower ones. Instead, you can use all of them if you want to. It works perfectly fine, y'all. All you gotta do is turn it. And I used to like use the back of my chairs, but now I went ahead and I looked into this, found this, and it works great. All right, I did the same thing with the black hair, cut off the ends, spreaded the hair out. So this is what it ended up looking like once I got all my hair prepared. All right. And next I'm going to go ahead and start to detangle my client's hair, this bird's nest. Just kidding, just kidding. But yeah, she did this to me. She basically shampooed her hair and didn't do anything to it. But in any event, I got this detangling spray, which you see it says kids. I think I got it from like the Family Dollar. And it was like $1 or something like that, or Dollar Tree, somewhere. It was only $1. All right. You can use water if you don't have the detangling spray. Works all the same. All right. So once I use the detangling spray, I have this instant detangling lotion by Aunt Jackie's. And it's great. When I say instant is no understatement. Okay. It works great. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some, focusing on the back because that's where I'm starting at. All right. So I'm basically going to go ahead and section out the back half of her hair, Yeah, that sounded right. At first it didn't sound right. But anyways, I'm going to section out the back part of her hair from ear to ear. All right. It doesn't have to be a perfect part because we're going to make another part. So go ahead and section it off. And I'm going to get some more detangling spray. Go ahead and get her all detangled out, brushed out. And on my wrist, you guys, I was trying to say how long her hair was. But on my wrist, you guys see the silver plate. I purchased this from also Amazon, and basically it holds the gel. It's a magnet as well. So if you're doing anything involves bobby pins or even your duckbill clips, anything like that, they will stick to that device. But right now I'm filling it up with the gel. All right. I'm going to go ahead and make my first part. So ultimately I do like 2 parts in the back, 2 rows in the back. And then I will go above the ear, do 2 more rows. And then in the very top, that U in the top, I basically will go diagonal with the rows, and it'll probably be anywhere from 4 to 6 rows in the top section. All right. So I made my part, and what I'm gonna go ahead and do is pre-part. And I'm gonna do my parts, put the gel part, gel part, gel part, gel, and then I'm gonna use my duckbill clip to separate it. So once I start the braid, only thing I'm doing is pulling the hair braid and pulling the hair braid versus stopping, parting, gelling. I do that before, right? All right, nice clean part. You don't want your sections or your parting too big. And right back here on those 2 corners, they could get a little bit big. So sometimes I may take a little hair away. Now for her, she loved long hair. So what I did was made one side of my Freetress crochet hair longer than the other side. So she can get that length. This is a 22-inch, or I'm sorry, 18-inch, I think, that I'm using. And she wanted it long. So that is what I did to get the length, because I told you guys you don't have to get all this long hair to get long hair. Okay. All right, so y'all see here how I'm using my duckbill clip, just moving right along to the next part. One side longer. And I also have another Faux Loc video. If you guys haven't seen it already, you guys see how I get my anchor with the hair a little bit, how I'm dividing up the weave and making sure that there are making sure that they're equal parts on each braid string, okay? So it's secure and it's not gonna move. Let me move in a little bit close to y'all. I ain't gonna tell y'all she was on a dating app. But anyways. All right, so this part, basically doing the same thing. And it depends on the size of your client's head as to your parting for real. But overall, this is the technique that I use. I start in the back. And also it depends on the size of the style that you're doing, whether they want small, medium, large, jumbo. That all takes a toll into it. But like I said, overall, this is the technique that I use. I start in the back, do my pre-parting, and then do each braid. Y'all see how tight that look? Look, that thing ain't going nowhere. So I'm gonna show y'all again. Gonna get your hair one side longer than the other. Braid. See how I'm sectioning off the parts? Each string got a piece of weave with it, right? And then I braid down a couple of times, and then I will divide a piece of the weave and add it to another string just to get more security. So yeah, these are the braids. These are the braids. All right, next row, same process. I went ahead and parted off my section, gelled it, and I'm cleaning it up now, okay? So that gel is a great product to use. Now, like I said, y'all got to be careful because using too much, you know, it'll turn turn white, or leave residue. So you don't want to use too much. I ain't gonna say it's gonna do it all the time, but it's a possibility that it could happen. So you don't want to use too much, sis, okay? All right, so clean up this part. Finna do my pre-parting again, and then I'm gonna jump to my next section to show you guys how I do that. Oh yeah, and another thing, over there in the left corner over there, those baskets of clothes, I'm just gonna say that I'm a mother, and this video was spurred the moment. Like I said, I always do hair, and I just need to record more often if I can talk. This video was requested. I was asked to show how I part and do my sectioning. So this is the whole purpose of this video. I just went ahead and showed you guys my faux loc method as well. Like I said, if you haven't seen my previous faux loc video, there is another faux loc video that I also have that was like a year or so ago. But in any event, pretty much same process. I'm doing my pre-parting, and I will put the link down in the description in regards to the wristband that I have, and also the stand that I use to hold the hair. Great products. I just invested in them, guys. So yeah. Whew, just elbowed y'all. Sorry. My bad. All right, so I'm going to use my duckbill clip to hold the rest of the hair, but you want to kind of hold it further down loosely or whatever, so it's not messing up your part. And I'm going back in and redoing the part because my last braid would have been too big over here on the right. So I'm redoing the parts to you know, make sure everything is not looking all crazy and different sizes and all that good stuff. All right, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and jump to the next section. This is right above her ear. And basically, like I said, I do 2 rows above the ear. And then that little U shape in the top, I basically go, you know, side to side with about 5 to 6 rows till I get to the front of her head. Okay? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna show you guys how I wrap the hair. Like I told you guys, she wanted long locks. So what I'm gonna do is the one little piece of hair that's already pre-sectioned, I'm gonna divide that into 2 and basically overlay them, making, you know, making one longer than the other one. So I'm gonna show y'all, cause yeah. So one longer, and then I'm just adding the other piece on top to make it like a longer piece. All right, so I'm going to get my crochet hook, pull it through, and we're going to go ahead and wrap it on down. All right, so when it comes to adding the hair, it's the same thing. I make one side longer than the other side because she wanted it long. All right, so we're going to make one side longer, get your grip, and go ahead and wrap, wrap, wrap. I'm talking about the fact that I tried to move the camera back so y'all can see it. Then I had the audacity to move in the way. Anyways, right here at the end, I basically add all of the Cuban twist hair and I finish wrapping. Y'all see how long this thing is? And this is an 18-inch faux loc hair, $3.99 at my local beauty supply store. The 22-inch that they did have was like $5.99. So see, save a little coinage, okay? Yes. I burned the end. You guys can burn it, glue it, whatever you want to do. I burn it, all right? Basically doing the same process with the 316, the 613 hair. All right, going to divide it into 2 parts, and I'm going to make one piece longer than the other piece. Basically, I'm just overlaying on to give it extra length, right? You want to go ahead and get that hair ready, honey. Get that grip, and you want to pull it through. All right. We want to ignore this hair right here, okay? My hair. But anyways, yeah, so we're gonna make one side longer than the other, and you're gonna go ahead and begin to wrap. Give y'all a little close up. All right, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and move right along, okay? So in this next section, I am basically dividing the hair up just to kind of get it out of the way to make my next part. All right, so I'm using my scrunchie, getting that out of my way. Getting some more detangling product on it. Go ahead and brush her out. All right, so ultimately I repeated the same process. Here is the parting that I showed you guys after I do the 2 rows above the ear. Like I said, the U shape right there, I basically make this was like 4 rows until I got into the front of her hair. And then as you can see, I basically just 4 right there in the middle of the back of the U, which is the same 4 that I started off with to begin with. And then basically just work my way to the front, okay? So this is the part, and this is how I part, regardless of the style, whether it's box braids, Senegalese, Swiss, faux locks, micros, whatever. My braid pattern is ultimately the same. I may make it bigger or smaller based on whether they have, you know, what am I looking based on the size of the braid or twist or lock. Small, medium, large, extra large, jumbo, whatever. All right. So here you have it. Here's the finished look. Extended faux locks. Yeah, that's it. Tell a friend to tell a friend to make it wonderful. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any other questions, comments, concerns, requests, you guys need me to show you anything else, let me know. If I don't know, I will do the research to show you, okay? So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and feel free to share. Peace. Oh, and lashes by me. Wonderful winks.
Move at your pace. Now keep your eyes on the prize. You gon' win every time. Period. You gon' win every time.